Hi, this is Mary Flower again, and today I'd like to talk about giving your journals names. And I have some really fun ideas that I thought you'd like to see. Now, I have made some journals, like for instance, this one is called Hats for Sale, and I did a flip through on this one. If you look at my videos, you'll see that I did a video on this, and it has a name. And I want to document all the things I've made, which is quite a lot because I'm pretty prolific. And so I want to do this for my children and grandchildren. And so I started thinking about it. This one has a name. And then here's another one that I've just started. It's going to be my magazine art. I've taken some kind of stamping magazine, cut it in half, and and glue it together. And I've started doing some backgrounds on it, and I'm just starting this because I want to prepare it first. But I like the cover on it, and I gave it a name, and it's called Slice of Heaven. This one, I think I did a flip through on it, and it's Mary's Art Journal. And probably I will just give this one, I'm not really sure if I'm going to actually give it another name. If I do give it another name, I'll put it on the back, and I'll show you that in a minute. Then you also have things like that I've made like this, which I have done a video on this, and this is I did 4 golden books, and it already has a name. It's called The Princess and the Pea. Now, I've not filled it. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to give this away, sell it, or keep it, which I may keep it for one of my children or grandchildren, but it already has a name. So I'll keep that one the way it is. The one that I'm using for my early childhood, which I did a video on this is my favorite book that I've had over 50 years, and I made it into a binder, and I'll be doing my early childhood years in this, but I'm waiting on pictures. It also has a name, Little Ballerina. I may even add my early childhood years on this one, but yes, this one already has a name. And then I did a journal in a ledger, and I put the name Snazzy Ledger. So this one has a name, and I did a flip through on this. So this one has a name, but I have plenty of books that don't have a name. Now, I showed this with my ATCs. I did about 10 videos showing my ATCs. And in the video, I showed this little book that I keep record of all of my ATCs, or at least all that, when I started. At first, I didn't do all of them, but they all have a name and they all have a number. So this is my record of my ATCs in this journal that I showed. And I came up with some funny names. What I did was I went to the internet and just put in thesaurus and pulled up names that I thought were sort of funny, like the word snazzy. And I used that on Snazzy Ledger. And these are some funny names I came up with, as fanciful, whimsical, elegant, silvery, bodacious, rip-snorting, partylicious, jazzy, brazen. There's a whole bunch of names. Zippy, sea-licious, for the sea. There's a lot of names here that I came up with, and so I started making some of these names. Now, all of them won't be as colorful as these, as you will see in a minute, but here's some of my colorful ones, and I think I'll show you some of the journals that I'm going to be putting them on. I made this one, and it was sort of plain, junk journal with pretty plain papers, and I thought it would be fun for this one to be called I Really Am Extremely Cute, and I thought that would be cute on the front of that one. I kind of like that one because it just, I don't know, it just makes it a little more colorful, and it's a funny name for the book. And then I have this one, which I I did this one as a flip through right here. I'll move these. And this was another single signature, but it's pretty fat. And I did just his junk journal. You like this? All these funny colors. And I thought it would be funny to have something like Snappy. I thought that would be a cute name for that one. Then I made one, and I haven't done a video on this, but I'll show a little bit of it. I actually bound it with these cute little beads, and it has a really cute little clasp that goes around here. And I will do a flip through on this, but I'll just show you. It's basically colored paper with the children's art, and I thought something like this would be something like the word wacky, because it has all these different shapes. So I thought something like that. And then I have this book, and it's pretty cute. This one also has a lot of crazy colors in it, and I could do something like dazzling or spunky or foxy or dicey. I haven't decided yet, but I will do another video on this when I'm done. I made this one a long time ago, and it's a Moleskine, and I kind of liked it plain. This is sort of worn out, and I kind of liked it plain, but I think that this one, I still want to keep it plain, but I found in a children's book, as I was pulling out images for my other book that I'm going to be doing, saw this, it said Oodles of Poodles, and I thought, how cute. This has so many pages in here, so I thought Oodles and Oodles would be cute. And so what I would do is probably sand that area where I'm going to glue, put this on some black mat board, put it on there, and maybe put some gel medium on it. So I thought this one by itself was pretty cute right there. That way it does have a name. And then I did do a Tisha Moore book, but I'm not finished with this, so I don't really want to do quite the flip through on it, but it's pretty colorful. And I will do it when I'm finished with it. And I thought that I still have to do the front of it, and I think that Eye Candy is a great name for this one, so I'll probably use that one on there. This one is a cute one for this. I just noticed this, Zapped, and I found this in a book, and I thought, that might be kind of cute. Give this a name. And then I have one other one. Let's see what it was. Oh, here's another, and this one might be cute for Sweet. I like that one, and I also like, Dicey, something that matches that. And I have this type that I did a video on all of these, and something like dazzling or spunky on this would be cute as well. This one kind of goes with it a little better. That way this one would have a name. And let's see, I have one other one. I showed you the one, remember this one already had a name, the Ledger. I think I showed you this already though. Oh, here it is. This one is a journal I did, and I left this part because it was actually an Art Deco book that was actually this end, but I used it this way. And this one actually has a name, so I probably won't be naming that one, but you can see it does have a name. I like them all to have a name. There's one more here, and I will do a flip through on this one. This was a sort of personal though, but I'll put some kind of name on it too as well. As you can see, it would be fun to put a lot of different things on here, and these are the few that I came up with. Now, you don't have to all make them look like, the Ransom the ransom note type names, words like this and this. I mean, that's fun, but you don't have to make them all like that. I found one book. Let me see if I have it here. Oh, here it is. I love to ruin children's books because I get a lot of them at the thrift store. And I started going through this, and I found some words in here that I think they would be great. Like, for instance, here's some cute words. Fluffy, that could be cut out. Frothy, fantastic, funny. Those are cute names for a book. If you have a miniature book, and Itsy Bitsy. I thought that in and of itself was cute. Maybe you can add something to it to do the same thing. Put it on black. Maybe put some kind of border on it, and that would make a great one. But if you just find books, you can even find just words without having to do the ransom note thing. This one I thought had some really fun words in here. And good images, too, that I'll be using. But this way, I can document all of my art journals that I've done so far. I'll be documenting all the dolls I've done. I used to do some sculpting, made little fairies. I did fairy pictures. I've done shadow boxes, you name it, I've done it. And I want to excuse me, document them as much as possible. So I'll probably be taking pictures and then documenting it. And, you know, for right now, it'll be like so, maybe with maybe a larger, you know, a larger book and putting a little picture with it. But it's a fun way to document it by giving them some fun names. And why not? You know, I think it's a funny way to, you know, instead of Mary's art journal every time, or art, or, you know, sometimes I even like the word artsy fartsy. I may put that on one. And so this is a kind of a fun way to keep track of your different art journals. Just say, hey, bring me artsy fartsy, or bring me hats for sale, or you know, it's just so I know what they are and I refer to them. And then it has a documentation. So that's my idea for the day. So I will be getting back with you on this one after I put some of these names on and showed, you know, what my ideas are. So anyway, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, and check out my videos. Please subscribe, and thank you.